Hi everyone, greetings for the day. In today's class, we're going to see some of the simple worksheets to help the child identify the letters. So, as we all know that we have 26 letters in our English alphabets and they are these. Okay. So, firstly, we have to introduce the names of every letter: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You could read them sequentially so that the child would remember the sequence of the alphabet. Once you're done with this and the child knows all the 26 letter alphabet names, you could ask them to point out to whichever letter that you ask for. For example, if I've asked, can you show me where is letter A? You could begin with something simple that your child understands. The child shows this. And you could say, okay. And you could ask them to perform an exercise like, can you circle A? Where is letter K? The letter K is here. And you could ask them to circle the letter K. Where's letter L? L. And we repeat the same exercise. This might not happen for the very first time. You need to be repeating this exercise for more number of times so that the child gets habitual towards identifying the letter names. Once the letter names, the child is confident enough as what you could get into the phonetic sounds of them. Okay, so we are done with the uppercase letter. So similarly, I have taken the lowercase letters. So we read out the letter names with the child. Once the child knows all the letters from A to Z identification, we could ask them to tell us, like, can you show me where's letter T? Letter T. Where's letter B? Lowercase letter B. Where is letter E? Lowercase letter E. You could also ask them to even tick. Can you or underline? Can you underline the letter N? Letter G? Letter J? And this is one of the worksheet that you could work on. Once the upper and the lowercase letters are all done, you could work with the other things. Like, now you want the children to understand the association between the upper and the lowercase letters, right? So what we could do is we could ask them to identify, okay, so this is uppercase letter R and this is lowercase letter R. And there are some apples on this. We have to only identify letter uppercase R and color them. And you could always give a child a hint that, apples are red. So they got to pick the corresponding the color pencil so that, they color it. Each time you do this exercise, you could talk about the apple. Apples are red. Sometimes they are sweet. Apples can also be green. It's grown on trees. You give them enough amount of information so that the child learns about the apple too, and they know that this is letter R. Now the letter R, the lowercase r, the child does the same exercise identifying them, and we do the coloring. Okay, so now we know that upper and the lowercase letter is named by R. Uppercase R, lowercase r. Could also associate math with it. How many uppercase R are there? 1, 2. 2 uppercase R. What about the lowercase? 1, 2. So we have 2 lowercase R. So thereby you're also introducing counting to them. Now to make it even more, making sure that you give more practice, you could also print certain letters like this. Now here I've taken the letters which are slightly confusing for them. Okay, so find out which letters are a little difficult for your child to understand or identify. You could take those letters and you could print other letters with the combination. Okay, so I've taken the combinations now. So now since it is like highlighted as the uppercase B and the lowercase b, the child starts to look. Okay, so I have the uppercase B, he circles, or lowercase b, he circles, and thereby he goes in search with the upper and the lowercase b. So thereby we do this repetition exercise. Okay, so the child had a confusion between B and D, so we have printed only B and D, and we repeat the same process of circling the letters. And then one of the most easy exercise that I could say is like matching the uppercase letters to the lowercase. Now here I have gone in sequence like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So initially you could begin by giving the sequential letters, and then you can shuffle it later. Okay, so let them identify A and find out where is the letter A. I find the letter A here, so we do matching. B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. Moreover, in case if you have introduced the phonetic sounds, you could also go by sounds. F, F, where's letter F? So I don't have letter F. Maybe you could add it. And then the child goes in matching the letter F. G is G. G sounds G. I have 2 letters, so G can go with 2 letters. So this is one of the tricks so that the child knows that there are multiple choices, and then you got to ask them to associate with all of them to the same thing. Okay, so H is her, I is E, J sounds J. So you could also go by the phonetic sounds of them. So this is also one of the practice worksheet that you could work with. And once they know about the complete upper and the lowercase letters, you could give them the missing letters so that they would fill up the upper and the lowercase letters. So these are some of the simple exercises that you could work with so that the child is confident enough in identifying the upper and the lowercase letters. So one was giving them the missing upper and the lowercase letters, matching the upper and the lowercase letters, giving a complete a set of alphabets and asking them to identify a particular mentioned letter. Or you could also give them certain pictures where the child can actually relate to nature and can identify the letters too. And you could ask them to read out the letters in sequence, the lowercase letters, and find out which letter is of what and what does the sound it makes like. So these were some of the simple exercises or the worksheets that you could work with your child so that they become confident enough in identifying the uppercase letters. Now make sure you're not introducing the phonetic sounds in this. You're only introducing the names of those letters. In the other videos, I will also show how to introduce the phonetic sounds with the letters. Thank you so much and have a great day.